Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh for madam. And hi, my name is Nazira binti Muhammad Isa, matric number 271403.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good afternoon from madams. Alright, so my name is Nurul Izati binti Rizal. My matric number is 271212. Alright, today we want to share all about a very unique hobby. It's called drawing. Alright, drawing is a way for us to show our creativity.
The best about drawing are you just need a paintbrush, pencil, and you can start drawing. We can draw anything which in my mind, and also it can express our thought through drawing. Okay, so let's go. I show you what I drawing on this day. There are many techniques where you want to drawing with watercolor. First, dry on dry. Second, wet on dry. Third, wet on wet. And fourth, dry on wet. Okay, dry on dry. What you must know about dry on dry technique. Dry on dry technique, if you want to make a drawing technique with a constellation, you can try dry on dry. Brush and paper should not be exposed to water. Dry on wet. Dry on wet is you wet the paper first with water and brush, and then you start drawing with a brush. You can see the resulting image look even closer, but the color produced is less concentrated. Okay, wet on dry technique. Wet on dry technique is with this technique, the resulting image same as the dry on dry technique, but the difference is that the image in this technique is tightly closed or not ruched. So you do this by making a brush and then you mixing it with paint. Okay, lastly, wet on wet technique. Wet on wet technique is when you use this technique if you want to create a theme or graded image. So you can do this by wetting the paper and brush with the water. So what is special is this technique is so great when you want to drawing a clothes like that. Okay, today I want to share the simple drawing that everyone can make it. So you can use the drawing block to draw anything. Just a simple. It's, do not be stressed. Just enjoy yourself. Okay. Before you drawing with watercolor, you must to draw firstly on the drawing block. Okay. After you finish you draw on the drawing block, and so you can start your drawing with watercolor. So it's done for today. And this, you can look this.
Next, I can share about crayon. Okay, crayon all pastel have made from mix of that oil and dye powder, whilst the crayon wax is made from a mix that's wax and dye powder. Okay, both of crayon pastel have a advantage and disadvantage, and that's the all pastel color are not too hard and not too scrapper, but the wax pastel have a hard and very scrapper character. Alright, next I can share about to holding the crayon. Okay, the technique is done by placing under the finger with the fingertip to pinch and press on this paper, and then the technique is usually used by children because children always use the holding stationaries that is holding crayon like holding writing tools. Alright, next I can share about technique drawings with a crayon. Okay, firstly, coloring with crayon almost same the color pencil, but here only one different in terms of technique. Okay, I can share, and I know with coloring the crayon have 4 technique. Okay, first a blocking, second is gradations, and third is mixing, and lastly a finishing. Okay, alright, now I can share and show the technique for drawings with a color crayons. Okay, firstly you should have a sketchbook, and then I use the tape, using a tape to make a frame like this. And then I use using a crayon. I using a bunch of colors, all pastel, and I think setting color only pastel crayon. Okay. Alright, next I using a tape to make this. I can first using the crayon. See? Ta-da! Okay. Wait and see. Okay, firstly I using the white color crayon. See? White color crayons. I want to make a galaxy. Of course, I have many colors to do. And maybe first I use a purple, red, pink, and others. Alright, after I using and drawing with a crayon, see, I use a technique blocking, mixing gradations, and then next step I can use a tissue to mixing overall. Okay, after I mixing overall, and next I using a 3B pencil to drawing at here. Okay, pencil 3B, you see this? Ta-da! It's not finishing. This I'm drawing with a color pencil to like a frame, and then I can use a brush to the colors. The last step I using a color pencils and brush and water to make a frame like this. Alright, and then I using a liquid to more galaxy, this one. Okay, and last I want to say the drawings can make someone as to more creative, to say what, you can very fun, you can relax, you stress can relaxations. If you want to imagination something, you can draw at the sketchbook like this. If you want to more creativities, more imperative, you should just drawing. Drawing is the best in the world to make a relaxations or increase your creativity. Okay, that's all from me today about the drawings with a crayon. Next, about the benefit if a hobby drawing. I have two benefit. Okay, first is a relief tension, and second is increase creativity memories. That's about the first relief tensions. Okay, drawing is a good medium for resolution stress, and then drawings can be fun, world as a solutions. This is because color and shapes makes a person as relaxed and calm, and then drawings can be more to according to instant our heart. The increased creative memories, the more person has the more creative value to provide imaginations, and then in drawings you can enhance our memory, and then drawings can more sharper than others person, because if you want drawings you memorize so very hard.
Benefit is you can improve your memory skill. The health benefit of drawing also felt by people with Alzheimer's disease. Even though they have a problem with memory skill, but drawing can help them in improving their ability to recall back their memories. Emotions are more positive. When you're drawing, you can see when a picture and various colors are formed on a paper. This will definitely make a person draw feel happy, and then they proud of his work. Drawing also will be clearly reduce negative emotion, which will be replaced by positive dove and feeling during drawing. So that's all. Thank you.
That's all, thank you.